Fucking love that shit. Anyways, welcome back to the channel. God almighty, it's been a while. So, I've had an absence. It's for a good reason. I had a kid. He's awesome. Anyways, today, guys, we're here to talk about something people have been asking me about for plus or minus 2 or 3 years. The arcs. The 6 arc, the 22 arc, now the 338 arc, and why I haven't been shooting them. And I was like, I had my reasons. I had my, my thoughts, and I said, it's time, put my money where my mouth is, not just shooting other people's stuff in limited aspects, but, shoot them and see what they actually are capable of. So that's what I've been doing. I've been shooting, and I've been shooting a lot. And for the past 4 months, I've been hanging out with my family, building a range, which I can't wait to show you guys, and shooting and working and, yeah, church on Sundays. That's it. That's it. This is an introduction to a series. This can't be done in one video. It would be entirely too long. I've opened up the can of worms, guys. Lots of worm shit. Lots of worm dirt. Lots of worm stuff. Just worming around, right? There's no way I can get this done in one video. So this is kind of a, this is an intro to what I will be doing. So, in my mind, my basis of all this testing is around one thing. Why I've been shooting this. The 223 5.56. So I've been shooting this, competing with it, went to bolt gun, went to 6.5, I have 6mm, 7mm PRCs, kind of everything. And actually this year, I'll be shooting this. Focus. Don't look at me, look at the round. This. I'll be shooting this again. And PRS. And I'm going to show you why I think it's viable. That being said, I could be wrong. This might be a really bad idea. I've been shooting for a long ass time. I've been shooting in scope carbine events and things like that for years. I've been in PRS for a couple years now. Well, just completed my first full year, but I've been shooting, long. I've been shooting long range for the better part of, since like 2016. In and out of it. But well before I got onto Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff. There's like a mob mentality when it comes to cartridges and what you should do and what you shouldn't do. I mean, it applies to how you clean your guns, where you shoot your animals, fucking everything, right? There's like a mob mentality of this is the gospel and this is it. Not why, not how, but because Bubba's daddy's uncle told you so. And man, a lot of guys are shooting arcs, and I've won against some arcs and I've lost against some arcs, and for a while it's been my reason, like, yeah, the shooter beat me, the cartridge didn't. And, there's reasons that those cartridges are technically better and why they're not. And that's why I jumped into these things. So it's been adopted by the military now. It's not like 6 Max, which hasn't been adopted. So, I mean, it's got some interesting stuff. But with it being ran by one company, really, it's going to be hard to see that thing take off. It got held too close to the chest, in my opinion, and it's one of those things that, we may not see much of it because at the time to launch that was when it was competing at 6 arc, and it's going to be a hard-fought battle to take it down. That being said, you may or may not like 6 arc. You may or may not like any of the arcs. So what I've done over the past 4 months is I've built some guns, right? I've built a lot of guns. Here is a 6 arc. Here is a 22 arc. There is a 6 arc, and now I've got one of these too. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're seeing that right. 338 arc. So I was like, if I'm going to test them, why not test them all? See what they're good at, see what they're not good at, see where they can kick things asses, see where they fail. And I'm having a good time doing it. Frustrating sometimes, but sometimes an amazing time. I've been shooting pigs with these things. I've been shooting coyotes with these things. I've been shooting competitions with these things. I've been shooting these things, grouping them at 100. I've been doing it at 1,200 yards. I've been hand loading. Good God, I've been hand loading so many different powders. Like that, right here, look. More brass, because I haven't bought a brass catcher yet, and I need to. Tactical brass recovery. Hit me up, please, God, they're so expensive. Anyways, here to talk about your 3 favorite arcs, right? Not Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Don't look at it.
Not Noah's Ark.
How about a little help here?
not Ark of the Covenant.
The Ark was apparently given by King David.
The Arks. The 22, the 6, and the 338. So, as of right now, I'll tell you, I have no time on the 338. I'm just now getting those components in, and I can't wait to show you those builds. The 6 Ark, I've got at least a few thousand rounds on. The 22 Ark, I've got a couple thousand rounds on that one. And I've been shooting all the ammos. I've been shooting the LDMs, the black, I'll be shooting the Sub X when I get that 338 Arc in. And I've been shooting the TAP ammo, the 6 Arc TAP ammo. Just so you know I'm not bullshitting you. Some people say they've been shooting shit when they can't get a hold of it. All right, already TAP ammo. And then I was like, I'm going to go ahead and reload it. Guys, I'm shooting them in 7 twist, 7.5 twist. I've been trying all kinds of different things. I've been trying different barrel lengths. I've got everything is from as short as 18 inches, 20 inches, and 22 inches. I'll tell you, I haven't done anything shorter because in my mind, I've already been kicked out of a 22 arc for them for a reason. And that's, I see guys on there talking about 77 grain performance and 75 grain performance, like in a 16 or 18 inch, like 22 arc going like, man, these things do amazing things to coyotes and pigs going 2,700 feet per second or 2,750 or whatever. Like, you know what else does that? This does at half the price. That being said, 22 arc does some things that 5.56 cannot do. 6 arcs does some things that 22 arc and 5.56 cannot do. Personally, I cannot wait to see what 338 arc does. Is it, it's for me, I'm really only interested in the subsonic side of it. I've got a Diligent Defense DTF 338 can just ready to go. I cannot wait to shoot that to see how quiet that is. I'm a big proponent of 300 Blackout, and not in the way that you're thinking. I think 300 Blackout subs out of a bolt gun is like the most fun you can have with your pants on. That being said, these are things that have been around for a while. 5.56, 223, 300 Blackout, they've been around for a long time. And because of that, they're cheaper and they're more widely available. And, loading forums, the load data's out there. I have found a lot of different results with all of these things. But basically, I'm here to ask you, what should I test first, right? What kind of test do you want to see? And what would convince you to buy one or not buy one? Which one do you think is superior and why? I've done everything. Like these rounds are developed for, flesh. They're developed for steel targets. They're developed for all kinds of things. And I've done a lot of it already. And I want to see I want to know what you guys want to see. This is my first video back in 4 months, so this one's probably not going to get a lot of views. So we're just going to play the algorithm game until we get some viewers back, and then I'll be showing you what these things do. I'll tell you, it didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. And that's why I'm open to more testing to see what's going to convince you guys to buy these things or not buy these things. There's something Neil deGrasse Tyson said, and he goes, when I go into an argument with somebody, first thing I have to know is if they're willing to be convinced. If you say the moon landing didn't happen and I would need this proof, and if I gave you that proof and then you go, well, this could have been fake. Well, hold on. I gave you the proof you were asking for. You're not ready to be convinced. There's no more argument needed. What information would you need to see to run these rounds or not run these rounds? What are they good for? What are they not good for? Is 223 good enough? Like, could I beat me by a margin if I used one of these calibers over 223 or 5.56? That's what I've originally started testing with it. After hunting with these things, taking them out, doing fun stuff at the range, which I can't wait to show you, I've had my eyes open to a few things. As far as parts wear, are bolts breaking? Are certain barrels doing better than others? Are certain loads doing better than others? I can tell you right now, forget everything you see online. On Facebook, Sniper Side, everything as far as load data goes. It is just like Hornady stuff is hot and Vitivori stuff is slow. Trying to, use like Gordon's reloading tool to find out a perfect load, I'm still not there yet. I'm damn close, but I personally want to try to use a load that has a temperature stable powder, which is becoming increasingly hard to get the speeds you get out of these things. I want to know, what do you want to see? What do you not want to see? Do you like 6 arc? Do you like 22 arc? Do you like 338 arc? I'm very excited to show you all the testing I've already done, and I'm even more excited to do the testing you guys recommend. So jump in the comments. Tell me what you want to see. Tell me what you think is going to be cool. Tell me what you think is going to be stupid. Damn it, I want to try this shit. So let me know. Welcome to the Arc series. Let's get it on.